state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, to thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First and 10, Taylor now. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Kaepernick going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now Kaepernick. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55, Charles, it's Tom Brady. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 22 carries, 90 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fournette, a first down carry. Kari Willis there to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. And Pascal's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a give to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll set him back 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Succop's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st down, Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. From the 25 on second down, Brady into the hands of Darden. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Brady now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. 7 yards, the pickup there. The final shot before half for Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start up.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. Then he finds Gronk. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Fournette, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, it took a while to get their first touchdown of the game, but finally some signs of life here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, that was the burst they'd been lacking all throughout this game, but that was a decisive run. Might have caught the defense a little flat-footed because they hadn't been able to get going in this one, and he was able to take that one all the way to the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Kaepernick. To Evans on the slant. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Kaepernick. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Kaepernick now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now Brady.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, it's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That time on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Kaepernick going to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 20-10, 2:24 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Brady to throw. He's able to find Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. There comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory. And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard. Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you